Hold on. I forgot to unmute. Hello. Hello. Hold on. I also forgot to. Hold on. Okay. I didn't check anything before starting, so I was just kind of talking. Okay. Uh, we are good now though. Hello. Let me redo whatever I said. Hello and welcome to the tea party. Uh, well, coming in. Yes, you were invited, and of course you made it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, refreshments. Because currently we are just sitting at a table. Refreshments will be here eventually. You know, there'll be like tea, maybe some like Darjeeling or like rosehip. Uh, uh, okay. I kind of just decided to do this randomly. I know it's short notice, but you managed to make it. Um, it's a good thing everyone's here. Uh, let's see. Now I was gonna think of a list of things to like bring up during the tea party to like spill the tea, but like I didn't actually manage to get a list prepared. Kind of more focused on like getting the table ready and everything. Although I wasn't the one doing that, of course. The servants were. But you know how it is. Let's make sure everything is well and works. Uh, we are here at the aquarium. Actually, I don't know which aquarium this is. I only kind of know where it is. But apparently there's a shark there. I don't know. You don't have to worry about that. I didn't get us tickets for the aquarium. We are just gonna be here at the table. And speaking of here at this tea party, I believe the refreshments should be here. Oh, just look at that. They are here. Butler, what did you bring for us? Ooh, the tea set. Hold on, let me do this correctly. Butler, put the tea set onto the table. Butler, set the table. Wowie. What wonderful refreshments. Wow. Huzzah. Hold on. Okay, then hold on. I have to grab it now. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Can I can I hold this teacup? Use my hand. It moves. There we go. Alright. Butler, that's all I need of you from now. Go ahead and put the tray away. Go ahead and go ahead and good enough. Get out of here. Abscond. Enough with you. Uh okay. Our tea is here. Hooray. With a wonderful matching tea set. Really acquired. I'm noticing. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Our tea is wonderful. Wonderful and refreshing. Okay. Yay. I suppose this means the tea party has actually started, which means we get to yap and talk as one does at a tea party. Because, that's what people do. That's what people do. They speak. They know how to put words together in sentences and form a thought. Of course. Let's see. What have I been up to lately? It has been a bit since I appeared. Mostly because I've just been sleeping a lot. Mostly that. Let's see. Have I been playing games? Not particularly, to be real. I've been playing a little bit of Roblox. Mostly what's it called? The Retail Tycoon. Because I'm mostly just trying to grind out and game stuff. Which basically just means being AFK for several hours. That's what that entails. Hold on. Let me take a sip of this tea. Have it move towards the mouth. Give me a moment. Mmm, delicious. Wow. Much wow. There we go. Oh, I forgot. I never introduced the other guests. Like, suppose we can go counterclockwise. Because of course you know me. First we have Snake. Yeah, Snake in a box. You may have seen them around. But yeah, there's not much about them, actually. They're kind of just in the box. And they say hello sometimes. I don't know. To the right of them, we have Freddy, who is a parakeet. I'm not sure what kind. I know there are like more specific kinds of parakeets, but I'm not sure. But that's Freddy. They're a bird. And to the right of them, aside, we have Glue Gunner, Bloom Towers from Bloom. We have Bloom Tower Defense 5 Glue Gunner, of course. Although I'm unsure why they brought the weapons to the table, but that's whatever. I'll let it slide. Because we all know them. Besides, there's 0-0. They're not going to do too much. And to that, we have you. Yes. That is all over yes. Let's see. What was I talking about? I was talking about what I was doing, and in that, I was talking about Retail Tycoon Roblox. And how I've done most of the game, and I'm just AFK to get more customers over time. Because if you sell a certain amount of items, certain amount of a single item, you can unlock money tree, and that'll boost your sales. And so I just opened up a shop that sells everything, and then I just AFK it. But I haven't done that in a while. Most because it is just boring. Most of the time I actually set up an auto clicker to keep clicking into the window so Roblox doesn't kick me for being AFK. And just center one. But like, yo, it's very slow progress. There's not much going on there. What other games have I been playing? I guess the only like actual game I played the time I've been gone would be like a demo for Breaking Armor, a like horror tank game, which uses an E100, and the game's alright. The it is you are single crewing a tank, so it's kind of a lot, but the demo's right. It's interesting at least, although it is kind of short. But that's a demo. I'm hoping main game to have slightly more, but also I'm worried about having to like single crew the tank. That's kind of a lot. But oh well. Um, Games wise, I have not been doing much else. I have been just like mostly watching YouTube. Let's see. I mostly VTubers. There's is this new Minecraft series I've been watching, but like that like just started. There's not too many clips on it, so if I wanna get into on it, then I have to watch VODs, and like that, it just takes time really. So I can't watch as many VODs because there's kind of a lot of them. Uh, they're what have I been doing? Other than that, I've mostly been watching on YouTube. Tomodachi Life. Started out with clips, so I kind of just I have been watching VODs of that because it is just nice to watch. Like I feel like I would like to play it, but at the same time I consider actually playing it, and then I'd have to like actually like make the Mii's instead of just watching other people play the game. And so that may take a bit of the joy out of it. Let me think. What else have I been doing? Well, I've been considering going outside more because it is warming up. Although today, not so much, but still, it's warming up ever so slightly. I have been considering that. Um, let's see. Uh, Mostly I've been considering of either riding a bike outside or like finding a field to fly a kite. Because kite flying is kind of nice. You are just kind of holding a string, but at the same time you're flying a kite, which is fine. It's fun. It's fun. It's whimsical. It's a good time, you could say. Riding a bike sometimes is not that much fun. Sometimes there's like a lot of wind, and if you want to go at all, you kind of have to put effort. And it's kind of less fun. But you're getting outside. That's good. Uh, uh, I just kind of don't do a whole lot. Especially this like past week. I've just been tired. Let me think. I have prepared a tea party, but like that was like this morning. But that is something I have done. Prepared this tea party, invited you all four of you, to this wondrous event, this wonderful time. Um, we think. I probably could have, while I was preparing for the tea party, prepared talking points. But like, I feel like preparing for the tea party is easier than preparing just a list of things to talk about, because that gets into like basically like public speaking and like speech class or whatever. And I was like never that good at getting a list of talking points, even when I had a time, and then just talking about them. Because I feel like I always like rushed the talking points and like didn't explain enough about them, and then just switch to the next point, and then and then I look at the note card, and then I realize I'm out of talking points. So talking points just might not be that good for me. So it would help to just have something, at least one item that I can yap about. Uh, I don't know. We're just here at this tea party, drinking our Darjeeling tea. I don't know that many types of tea. Could I get like Yorkshire Gold? Are the other colors of Yorkshire? I don't know. I guess I only know like three types of tea. Actually, wait, no. There's green tea type of tea, milk tea, but I don't know if that counts. I feel like that's a kind of a different drink, even though it has tea in the name. I said Darjeeling and Rosehip earlier, but those are just girls on Panzer characters from Saint Gloriana. And I don't actually, because I know that St. Gloriana students are named after tea, but I don't remember the names of the other ones. I know there's one named like orange something, but I don't know. It's a type of tea. And who knows tea? Who does? Well, I suppose you could assume that since I'm here with a tea party and with everything set up, that I would know a little bit about tea. But truth be told, the tea is spilled. This is my first ever tea party. And in fact, I'm not that quite fond of tea. It mostly tastes just like water. Tastes like water mixed with plants. And I've eaten plants before. And so I know the taste. Um, let's see. Uh, Let me think. My mind generally does draw a blank when I'm trying to speak. It's because I focus too much on how I need to say the words that come out of my mouth. And so I'm just unable to put words together in the first place in my mind. Because step one is getting the words in your mind. Actually, hold on. I know what we need. I know. I didn't create a backup plan, but I can look up a backup plan. I can look up some proverbs. Or as Google AI says, short, often nature-themed phrases offering wisdom on life, resilience, and human nature. But, okay, sure thing. 48 Japanese proverbs and what they mean. Wow. Where's the list? Tomorrow's wind will blow tomorrow. That's crazy. That's so true. Not seeing is a flower. That does not make sense. Maybe some of these proverbs aren't that cracked up to be. Let me see. A bee to a crying face, adding insult to injury. Okay, that's messed up. Why would we do that? You know, bees are kind of overrated, but not all bees. Just a specific type of bee that is very much overrated. Let's just say the honeybee. Actually, pretty sure it's the honeybee. Yeah. Okay. The honeybee. Let's talk about it. Honeybee came over in the ships, the European ships came over to North America because they wanted honey. So they brought the honeybee over as an invasive species. And then that honeybee killed a majority of the pollinating species native to land, and now there's kind of only the honeybee. And so now you get headlines about people wanting to save the honeybee when the honeybee is an evil, evil creature that knows every action is ever done. Because honestly, I think the honeybee was the one who got them on the ships. I think the honeybees themselves got on the ships with the new land. See, let's read another proverb. It's dark under the lighthouse. Man, that's crazy. I only kind of get that. See another one. One time, one meeting. I feel like some of these are just missing context. Maybe it's the blog I chose. Let's find another one. Let's find another one. 10 Japanese proverbs you need to know for daily inspiration. You can't fight without an opponent. Okay. Okay, at least this one gives context. You understand. Um, when you fall 7 times, you get up at 8. I feel like I've heard this one before, but I heard it as if you fall 8 times, get up 7. And I feel like that was better just because it was funny. The funniness works. Even monkeys fall from trees. That's crazy. Get that out of here. We don't need more proverbs right now. That wasn't as much top 10 for daily inspiration as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be even more crazy. But it kind of just wasn't. You know? I suppose not everything can be as exciting as this tea party. You know? Yeah. Let me see. Um, let's see. What am I excited for in the future? What's upcoming? Okay, I'm pretty sure NRECO is upcoming sometime soon, but I don't actually know when. And I feel like some people do, and then I just have no idea. And so it's just gonna appear randomly. Actually, does it happen at the same time every year? I don't know. Maybe they'll announce it and then people will know, but I don't know. But it is something I want to watch when it happens. Uh, what else am I excited for? I guess. Uh, actually, hold on. Yes, I think they announced the release date for Girls and Panzer Das Finale Part 5, which I believe might be the last part. I don't remember. It might be. But they announced the date for that. When was that? Girls and Panzer Part 5. When? In theaters, October 9. October. Okay. I'll be able to watch it after that. Uh, okay. There might be 6 parts though, so it might not be the last part, but it's a new part. 4 went kind of crazy. What did it leave off for? Oh yeah, they finished up the battle for. I think they're going to like the finals. I think 4 is finishing the semifinals, and then 5. Hold on, does that make sense? I don't know. I don't remember. I feel like it is semifinals that they're in. No, I feel like 5. I know. I think they're headed into the finals. Means it will be the last battle. So it's probably gonna have a thing where Net 5, what I've been doing, where the battle starts in this part, and then halfway point, the part ends. So the next part, the battle can continue. Because that's kind of what they've been doing with all the parts. It does let them leave on cliffhangers, which they have been doing. Let me see. Let me see. Well, let me take another drink. Hold on. I'm thinking. Using my mind powers. Alright. Put that in my hand. Okay. In fact, I could say what I plan to do this week. And that is to stream. I do plan on streaming. Uh, yeah, I'm planning the Wednesday stream. Of course, it's gonna be back to Witcher. Spending time with Geralt has been a bit since I played the game, so I'll have to remember what I was up to. I'm gonna be real. The Witcher is probably going to take a very, very long time for me to beat. Because that's just the vibe I get from it. Uh, what else? I could probably do a stream tomorrow. Like playing a game. We'll have to think of what game. Because I just haven't been playing a lot of games lately. And I don't think it would be very useful to be AFK in Roblox Retail Tycoon. What could I do? Not sure. Oh, I'll try to figure something out. If all that spells, maybe I could open up Roblox. Or maybe the random game I'm just not remembering. Let me think. Actually, technically, there's games that I haven't downloaded that I've got I could play that I don't actually know that much about. Yeah. Hold on a second. Have I ever played Rat Quest? I don't think I have. I could probably play that. Although looking at the game, maybe for like 50 minutes to be real. Actually, wait, hold on. It looks like game similar to something like Jump King. So maybe it'll take a while to beat. Yeah, I could probably try to play that. Let me get that there. So I remember. Okay. I'll try to do that tomorrow. On Wednesday, gonna be Geralt Day with Witcher. With the Witcher Geralt. Geralt Riviera. Or is it Geralt Riviera? Or is he from Riviera? I don't know. I don't remember. Uh okay. Will there be anything Thursday? Probably not. Probably not. Also because I just can't decide a game to play. Um yeah, yeah. plan for this week is, well, we have this stream on Monday happening right now. Right now, current Tea Party adventure right now. We have a possible gaming stream on Tuesday, and then possible Witcher stream on Wednesday. Wow. Uh, okay. Yeah, that's as good enough as a schedule as I'm gonna get. Let me see. Let me check one thing. Okay, we're good. We're good. I was just quickly checking a thing, and we're good. We can continue this discussion of important discussion at the table. Hold on. I do remember getting more than just tea prepared, of course, because a tea party is more than just refreshments and gossip. It, of course, has snacks. Yes. Butler, can you bring snacks? Let's call them. There they are. Let me see. Let's see. What snacks do we have? Butler, open the tray. Ooh, I see a bread bowl. Bread bowl. No, not a bread bowl. What am I saying? It's a basket of bread. Wait, uh, uh, Butler, there's no space on the table. Can you clear the table, Butler? Butler, bread basket. Where is it? There it is. Hold on. Butler, can you speed it up? I don't have all day. Where 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 did he stick go? Okay, I messed up. Hold on, no, I did not mess up. I did not mess up. Butler, pick up the tea set. Don't make it disappear. Put it inside of your tray and put it away. Chop chop. I dare say, sometimes sometimes you just can't get good help around here. Not in this whatever parking lot. Well, there we go. He almost even forgot to set the bread. Can't believe this. Let me the bread. Hold on. Hold on. We can't just put it. Don't worry about it. Uh, uh, yeah. This is the second part of a tea party. The snacks. Wonderful. Wondrous bread. Let me think. Let me see. Okay, kind of don't have anything else to speak about. I went through what I did past week, what I plan on doing. Uh, I talked about Girls on Panzer, Das Finale Part 5, of course, and how it's coming out in October. Let's see. Hold on. Isn't something else coming out in theaters? Isn't the Digital Circus finale coming out in theaters? What is that? I don't plan on going to watch it in theaters. But when is it? In cinemas on June 4th. Okay. Why is why is the Google AI giving me a react video of somebody random reacting to the announcement? I do not know. Perhaps the AI is just that intelligent that it just knows. It knows more than we do. I have been watching the amazing digital circus. Uh when did I last watch it? I don't remember. It's been a while. At least it feels like it's been a while. And it's gonna be a while till the next episode releases. But I suppose that's animation for you. Um, okay. Uh, you know, maybe bread isn't the greatest treat to have a tea party. Maybe there are better things, but maybe some people can't get better things. Okay. Maybe some people settle with bread and the tea that they're given. And maybe that is sufficient. You know, we can. I know how to eat this bread. You can start calming down this bread. Please help yourself. Some, some bread. Some wondrous, wondrous bread. Not stale bread. Surely this was baked this morning and not a few days ago. Don't worry about the taste. It's bread. Yum. Butler, take the bread out of here. Butler, take the bread. There we go. Can't believe it sometimes. It's crazy. Butler, open up your tray. Take the bread. Take the basket. I mean, because all the bread is gone. It's all being eaten away. There you go. There. Hold on. There you go. Close your tray. Very well, Butler. Goodbye. Actually, Butler, come back here. Butler, go fetch the tea again. You clear the table of the basket. Go fetch the tea. Alright. He'll probably have to like brew another set of tea, so that might take a while. Might take a few minutes. Um, let's see. At least the bread, something. Although perhaps I could have had more to speak about at this tea party, but I'm afraid I simply don't have that much gossip. In fact, what gossip do I have? I can gossip about your mom. No, I can gossip about I'm not sure. Perhaps I could have gotten us tickets to the aquarium, but no. We're forced to sit outside. Well, no, not forced, not forced. We we enjoy this time outside. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm checking something. I just got a slight vision. No, we're good. We're good. It was nothing. It was just the wind. We don't have to worry about that. Nothing. Nothing to think about really. Nothing really going on, anyways. Oh, here we go. Here comes the butler. What have you bought? You bought the tea back. Wonderful. Set the table. There we go. Now we have our tea again. Alright, butler, thank you for the tea. Now, get out of here. Alright. A new batch of tea. I wonder what this is. Let me allow me to take a taste of this of the tea. Wow, this is so very delicious tea that I have prepared have had prepared for all of you in attendance. How wonderful. Uh I'm gonna be real. These birds are kind of loud for me. I don't know if you all can hear them as loud as I can, but for some reason, these birds just kind of don't shut up. They don't be quiet. They do kind of just keep making noise. I don't know why. I don't actually know where that's coming from. You may think that there's a bird right here, but I'm going to tell you some actual gossip. The truth's come out. Freddy sitting at the table, right there, across the table from you. Freddy is dead. Freddy has not been alive for like 12 years. Don't worry about it. And I think it's at least 12 years. But you know, Freddy is here in memory. So Freddy is not the one making the noises. But there are just these birds around that like I don't know what they're doing. They've just been making noise nonstop. It's actually crazy. You know, you think in like a populated area like this, such as this, with automobiles moving in the background, that these birds wouldn't be so active. Even then, it's not the morning. It's like kind of the afternoon. It's kind of an afternoon tea session right here. Yeah, the birds still kind of are still kind of very active. You know, I'm just not sure what it is. Not sure what's up with them. Let us see. Yeah, truth come out. Although there's some more truth I could tell. Although it's not more about the other guests here. Snake and Bloons Tower Defense 5 Glue Gunner are actually here, and they're real. Those are real. They're big time friends. But the truth come out. This isn't actually tea. It's kind of just water. I have not been drinking tea this entire time. Because I'm not a fan of the taste. So it has just been water this whole time. There's no Darjeeling, there's no Yorkshire, there's no rosehip, there's no the other types of tea that I don't know about. Green tea, none of that. Just water. You know, maybe I can't get tea. And maybe the only snacks I can get are bread. And maybe I don't actually have any true gossip to share at this tea party. So maybe this tea party wasn't that interesting. But whatever, you know? Okay. I tried. And I dropped something. Hold on a second. You're kidding me. We're fine. Maybe the venue's not the best. Maybe we are just in a parking lot. But I did manage to get the table. Okay. I managed to get water, drinkable water. You know, that's something to say for. And I really could use some more appreciation for that. Because, you know, it's not easy in this day and age when all you have is one butler. You know? But I believe this tea party might be coming to a close. Even how uneventful it was. Uh, yeah, I believe so. That may be it. My voice isn't exactly tired, but my brain simply cannot think of more. Perhaps next time I will actually try to make a list of things to speak of. But oh well. Good day to you. I'm just gonna walk out here. Bye.